Do you know what this also opens up? If we're going to treat weather like sports, why don't we have gambling on the weather? Why are our friends at FanDuel not setting an over-under on the temperature, and we're like weighted with bating breath all day to see if it's going to get up to like
over-under on
degrees.
temperatures is a great idea.
Plus 350 for an anytime snowstorm.
a same-day parlay. Are we going to get both grapple and snow today? By the way, we're laughing. I would do that 100 times out of 100 if it was available to me.
Out on that bet, wouldn't you, Jack?
What's that website where you can just kind of bet on whatever? Like they always do it with presidential candidates.
Is it
like
Predicted?
No, predicted. Yeah,
that has to be there.
Is there? Let's see. Predicted weather.
It's mostly political. It's mostly political.
Yeah. This is an incredible idea. And, so you were just talking about individual days. So then you have, the season long, like how much snow, how much,
futures.
How much snow are we going to get this winter? How many days will there be below zero? These types 100%. Of futures. Oh my gosh. And then
gaming of the measurements is a little bit tricky.
Now that's where it gets very problematic.
It needs to be pretty standardized across the board.
What are prop bets that you would do for weather if we're really gonna take this thing to the next level?
I mean, you could go even as micro as like, let's stand outside and see how many people slip and fall.
Wow.
If school will get canceled.
That's a great prop bet. How many snow days? How many Zoom days?
Will the mailman show up?
How many times will John complain about kids not going to school anymore?
Here's the nice thing too. Like sometimes what I like to do when I'm putting some wagers down is to emotionally hedge my bets. So I bet, I think a lot of people have done that. They bet against their team. Like I could be betting for this cold weather and snow, and I at least could be making bank on it.
I'll make a ton of money the last couple of weeks, Jack.
It will help you with your seasonal depression, at least maybe a little, if you're making money every time it happens.
That's why you should bet against Nebraska when it's cold.
What was that, Nick?
How many people are in shorts when it's cold outside?
Jacob Bigelow says anytime tornado watch in the spring and summer would be one hell of a bet.
Dude, seriously. I mean,
minus 700. Minus 700.
On the right day, late June, it's like, well, anytime tornado today is minus 120.
Seriously. At any time tornado watch for Douglas County, and you can pick a day, and each day is their calendar there, and it'll have the odds on every day, like plus 500, and then like you get to like April 27th, and it's like, ooh, it's only plus 250 there, so those are pretty good odds,
How about like an anytime manure smell in the springtime?
The fire burnings from
anytime smoke
from smoke. Who wants to smoke?
Anytime weather delay at the College World Series.
That would certainly. I'll take that action. Bigelow has a couple more. Instead of preseason win totals, it's preseason snow day totals. OPS over under 5.5. Keena says sleeves getting rolled up. Yeah, the Bill Ranby prop bets.
There you go.
Got to pay attention to those.
I could solve the measurement issue. We'll just put our own devices outside of our window. Then we could be the headquarters.
John does have his own JB weather station.
So we are the sports book.
Yeah.
In this case,
not a bad idea.
The Weatherbook.
Nick. Yeah, not a bad idea.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think there's something there.
I think so too.
I do like your all-weather station.
This is a great.
It's a great idea.
On this. When I first heard this, I'm like,
We just talked.
Seriously. I mean, there would be slow days. There would be slow days, like June 28th or something, but it's just like June 28th in sports radio, if you're being honest about it.
There does need to be more opinion in weather talk.
More
opinion-based things in weather talk.
Less facts.
You know what you would have? You know what would happen as a result of this?
More takes.
Because they don't really have seasons in some of the states that people like to visit, like Southern California or Florida.
So 70 or whatever,
there would be a whole bunch of people that would decide to move to Nebraska and they would participate in
weather gambling. Yeah.
And it would lead to, it would probably ultimately mean bad things for our state's property.
This could be good for us though in terms of getting more players that Nebraska could recruit.
It'd be a great
in-state talent.
Great recruiting tool.
Yeah, the NIL pool would get pretty big.
Oh yeah.
17, 18-year-olds love weather talk. That's one thing you can bank on.
Imagine that college game day story where they're like, Nebraska, they were kind of a dying program, but then
the weather betting came up.
An intrepid radio host from Lincoln, Nebraska started a brand new station.
This is, you remember what Boyd Epley did for the program. This is like 2.0 of that, basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We finally found our edge.
Zach says, I'm laughing so hard I'm going to pee myself.
Oh, don't pee yourself, Zach.
Ryan in Delaware says, this sounds like primetime radio for the olds. Hell no, I'm 35. You're 35.
Oh, Josh,
I'm
I love
26.
it.
I'm in on this.
Yeah,
I
Nick, even Gen Z is
I
in on
think it's
this.
just a dude thing, man.
Yeah?
Like, it's
Is it a
dude-
dude? I don't know. What?
Dude just love sitting around talking about weather.
Poll question. Do dudes just love weather?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And by the
out-
way, what you're going to do when you get to the end of your account, you got a dime left before you need to refill the thing in the gambling one is like, you know how you'll just go all in on some crazy futures. What you're going to do is you're going to pick a specific day and pick that there's a rainbow. And that's going to be like plus 50,000. And that's
like
what's going to
betting
do.
on a safety in the Super Bowl. And
Yeah.
it's like, it's going to pay off big one of these
Yes,
days.
yeah, exactly.
We could take bets on when Mount Happer will go away.
Oh,
Although
I
we
mean,
could.
we're going to have to do
we're
this.
doing that
We are.
tomorrow.
We're doing
right?
that tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rainbow's a good prop bet, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's a
big
great
odds.
prop bet.
Tom-
Double rainbow.
Tom says this is the single most degenerate convo I've ever heard, and let me get down on a May 17th flash flood. Odds are high, but man, the ROI on that one is very good.
There's got
Yeah, you're not even going to get good odds. That's like plus 350 at best.
Oh, wow.
There's got to be a way we can implement this for our VIP email club.
Oh,
without
great
real
idea,
money,
Nick.
Without real money, but
Mm.
just like a
Kelsey says, I'm a
Weather
dudette,
bet.
and I'm 100% in on this. All right,
Yeah.
good. So we have one woman who is enjoying this. I know Keena has provided some takes as well. So that's two. That's at least two women.
We have a Big Ten. We have a Big Ten at 24/7 Weather Radio.
Mhm.
Look at Chance. Anytime derecho.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime derecho prop bet summer 2024.
This might be our best idea.
It's a really good one. Happy New Year.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what? This will also be a great time capsule because this will be the week everyone will remember where they were. Remember when it was really cold and it kept snowing? That's when we're recording.
I don't think that I'll remember this.
No,
in a
it's-
year.
No way. You
I
won't
agree
remember
with
this
Connor.
week?
No, I totally agree with Connor. Like we were going back through the old snowstorms where we had gotten a lot like the last time, and it was just 2 years ago. I don't remember a thing about it.
You're
forget.
not going to remember this week?
I don't think
It
so.
was negative 20 degrees and there were
swear.
10 inches of snow on the ground.
It takes 6 to 8 months to just forget the weather.
Wow.
The weather going forward. I
Okay.
think.
I'm
We'll
gonna
see.
remember-
This will be perfect. We'll see.
Yeah.
This is why we have such a hard time. Like during the summer, we always end up complaining about how hot it is.
How hot it
again.
is.
But
Yeah.
we can't transport ourselves back to this exact moment where we would punch ourselves in the face
Yeah.
for complaining
Connor,
about this.
this is why I do scheduled tweets about this all the time. To
Do
remind
you have
myself.
any of those? Jack, do you have any
Oh,
scheduled tweets scheduled
Yeah,
for
I
the
sat
summer?
down and knocked out about 10 of them about a month or two ago, so they'll be coming.
Do a scheduled tweet today for a random day in the summer for rainbow prediction.
Okay. All right. That's all right. I'll work on that during one of the breaks.
I predict just Jack pops in the summer. He's like, I predict that today there will be a rainbow.
I said it on January 18th. A couple more comments. Dan says Jim Flowers is your new gambling guy. Flowers
Ooh,
Flowers
yes!
lots of the week. Yeah, we have
Oh.
Todd Furman on today. We need our weather version of Todd Furman. And
Oh.
Dunko says no weather delays in the College World Series has to be plus odds, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, no weather delays.
yeah, no
we
weather
even got one
delays.
last year, and it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It didn't even rain.
It wasn't even
during that
raining.
delay.
Yeah, exactly.
I love bringing on the meteorologist as the equivalent of Todd Furman or your gambling
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the EPA on this snowstorm that's coming in, and
I mean, weather guys are all just playing with odds
so
to begin
if
with.
it's
College World
EPA,
Series,
it's
anytime
I
lightning
think
strike.
that weather would need to be EIA, expected inches added to a a snowstorm that's going on.
That could have
Oh, that
many
is
uses.
good.
We love the EIA.
The
don't
real
we?
degenerates will be out in the summer at about 4:45 in the afternoon on the hottest day, and you're like, I needed to get up one more degree before it starts going down, and you're like, come on, and it's like you're scrolling your phone and you keep refreshing that temperature. I gotta get it to 97 today. I got 96 and a half. Come on.
Charles writes, I'm in on this weather action. I think we all are. We
This
just
is so
created the
good.
best sports book, weather book, ever.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd absolutely take part in this.
Yeah.
But I do love to bet anytime touchdown scorers. So it would just be like, I just pop in for an anytime tornado. Like when I bet on baseball, I bet on like Bobby Witt Jr. to hit a home run or something like that. I bet on the games.
Yeah.
I bet on. So I wouldn't bet
because you want
days.
the plus odds.
I just pick a day and I'd be like, yeah, anytime rainbow.
Okay, now Travis says, imagine the Scott Van Pelt meteorologist going through snow betting odds on Saturday night. Now, what about bad beats in terms of weather? Oh man, I was looking at an anytime tornado warning and I didn't get it.
We're all set up for
I had an over on the high of 97 and a half, and this cloud moved in, like right at the backdoor cloud.
It was
Freaking backdoor
96
cloud
at
killed me.
8:50 a.m. and it somehow didn't hit the over the rest of the day. It all went downhill from there.
Hey man, you just got to keep playing that.
Yeah.
Like if it's a day that's set up for a tornado, we got the high pressure meeting with the low pressure.
Oh yeah.
You bet anytime tornado. Sometimes you don't get a tornado.
Charles, I lost my ass on that flash flood. Like, oh, what happened to your house? No, I bet on it.
Oh God, I'm crying.